So now I'll present about original component distribution. So first will be original UML system features. So as we can see, the lecturer can do announcement, link, and also assignment. And also the student can view all the posted course materials. And then we have top 3 of front-end framework candidates, which are React, Svelte, and also Angular. So for the selection criteria, we have 5 of it, which is functionality coverage, is obvious and API clarity, compatibility with UML, license type, and also support and maintainability. So we choose component of React because it highly flexible, strong community, works well with most backend system, and also have MIT license. So next I will present about adaptation with description. So why the adaptation was needed? Because it will integrate the React into the UML system that will be ensure the smooth compatibility with existing backend user workflows and also system design. So it will address common mismatches and that occur when reusing the component. So what was changed? We have 4 of it. First will be interface mismatches that the backend use different parameter names and data format, and it will be ensure React can fetch and display data correctly. So behavior mismatches, as we know, UML use full page reload and the React use dynamic rendering. So it will be keep the user workflow consistent. The third one will be environmental mismatches. All systems run on PHP, and while React just need a separate node environment, and it will be avoid deployment and runtime conflict. So the last one will be non-functional mismatches. React has higher UI performance expectation, and it will be improved loading speed and usability.
So the next will be expected results. So we start with the functional testings that ensures the external behaviors still match the system requirements even after adaptation. So for example, like wrapping using browser router in React. So from the UML, we will load a new page, like moving from one page to another page. So then if we use the React version, we will use the single page application, which is the SPA, but happens within the same page without a full reload. So based on that, students can still view and or submit assignments, links, and also announcements. And the lecturer also can still add, edit, delete assignments, links, and also announcements. So if all of these functions if behave correctly, the adaptation in the SPA environment is functionally correct. For the performance testings, the adaptation of SPA routing may affect the system performance. So this testing will ensure the UML meets required speeds and also responsiveness. So like for example, after wrapping the UML with React browser router to enable SPA navigations, the run performance test will be running to ensure the new routing does not slow down the systems. So this will be like the page cannot like the page can load less than 2 seconds, and also switching between pages take less than 1 seconds. So if the loading takes longer than expected, the SPA wrapping needs further optimizations like code splitting and also caching.
So in terms of integration testing, the way we will do it is that we will ensure UML works correctly with other modules such as databases and user interface. So for example, database integration for student-specific data. One of the tests we could see if a certain student only sees assignments assigned to them and not other assignments. Also, if the page will read based on the data returned. If the data is displayed content accurately, reflects the database output, then integration is successful. If not, then we will have to make changes and run the test again. In terms of security, adaptation may introduce new attack surfaces, especially when using new frameworks or external components. So that's the reason why we have to run security testing. One example here is if UMOL is upgraded using a React-based SPA or single-page application and wrap using browser router. During security testing, you have to make sure that cross-site scripting or XSS is prevented, and also the token safety is ensured, so no exposure of sensitive data in the URL, and also secure storage. If XSS attempts fail and token remains safe, the adapted component passes security testing. If not, then we have to make changes and run the test again. So an example conclusion will look like this. The adapted UMOL system using React SPA architecture is functionally correct and meets all the requirements. A summary of all the tests conducted will be: core student and lecturer features still work, system performs faster and smoother, integrates correctly with existing backend, and no security vulnerabilities introduced. So in this case, the adaptation improves usability without breaking original functionality. The upgrade was a success.